Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches many lives, often in ways we don't even realize. We're talking about obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD, and its various manifestations. You know, it's fascinating how our minds can sometimes spiral into these loops of thought and behavior. I mean, think about if you ever found yourself replaying a moment in your head over and over again. Like, maybe you said something awkward at a party and you just can't shake it off.
Oh, totally. I've done that. It's like I'll be lying in bed at night and suddenly I'm back at that party, cringing at my own words. But wait, is that what you mean by the repetitive scene thing? It's so relatable.
Exactly. That's a classic example of what we call compulsive recollection. It's like your brain is stuck on a loop, forcing you to relive that moment. And this can be tied to a deeper issue like catastrophic thinking. You know, when you're faced with uncertainty, your mind jumps to the worst possible outcome. It's like if you're waiting for a job interview and you start imagining all the ways it could go wrong.
Oh man, I do that all the time. Like I'll think, what if I trip while walking in? Or what if I forget my name? Sigh. It's wild how our minds can create these scenarios. But is that really a form of OCD?
Yes, it can be. Catastrophic thinking is often linked to anxiety disorders, and in the case of OCD, it manifests as a compulsive need to ask questions or seek reassurance. It's like you're trying to find a way to control the uncontrollable. And then there's the cleanliness aspect of OCD, which is often tied to a fear of contamination.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So like people who are super clean might be dealing with something deeper? I never thought about it that way.
Exactly. It's not just about being tidy, it's about a fear of something bad happening. For instance, someone might wash their hands repeatedly because they're terrified of germs. It's a way to cope with that anxiety. And then we have the doubt type of OCD, where numbers and rituals play a significant role.
Wait, what do you mean by doubt type? Like people counting things? That sounds kind of intense.
Yes. Some individuals feel compelled to perform actions a certain number of times, like turning off a light switch 3 times before leaving a room. The number 3 might hold special significance for them, and if they don't do it, they fear something terrible will happen. It's all about that sense of control, you know?
That's so wild. It's like, what if someone has a lucky number and they feel they have to do things in multiples of that number? Laughs. I can totally see that happening.
Exactly. It's a fascinating intersection of belief and behavior. And then we have environmental OCD, which can manifest in various phobias like claustrophobia or social anxiety.
Oh, I can relate to that. I get super anxious in crowded places. It's like I feel trapped, and I just want to escape. It's such a strange feeling.
That's a perfect example. These fears can lead to avoidance behaviors, which only reinforce the anxiety. It's a cycle that can be really tough to break. So, let's unpack that a bit more. What do you think triggers those feelings for you?
I think it's the feeling of being overwhelmed. Like when I'm in a crowd, I feel like everyone is watching me, and it just spirals from there. It's like, I can't breathe.
That's a common experience. It's all about perception and how our minds interpret those situations. And understanding these patterns is the first step toward managing them. So, let's explore some strategies for coping with these feelings. What do you think?
Oh, I'm so curious about that. Like, what kind of strategies are we talking about? Laughs. I need all the help I can get.